How many is too many sexual partners, and do we have the right to judge?
The society is going to say 1, 2, actually they'll prefer 0, even though they want you to come into the marriage knowing skills. It depends on the approach to the conversation.
I was trying to tell me, if your little sister came to you age 18 and she slept with 20 people, you're going to say, that's fine, I'm not judging you. My sister could never.
If anyone tries to judge you, that's their business.
Well, like I can't be with one person then hop to the next. I want to make sure that one person is available. You have to be available when I want it, when I need it.
Save yourself for someone who invests in your relationship. If you're just doing it for the sake of fun, just remember that AIDS is real.
Either conversations, you're getting a slap either way.
Either way. Is she a sex addict too? Because that's the thing. It's like you're letting in so many spirits and souls. It's like someone's so manky.
How many is too many when it comes to a female and her sexual partners?
I think that's defined by the person themselves. And I find that if you're happy with the decisions you've made in life, regardless of what people think of you or whatever, you totally wouldn't even acknowledge it. So the people that actually have a problem when people are talking about the number of sexual partners, I think deep down within themselves, they're not happy about the decisions they've made. So you define how many you think is good for you, regardless of society. Because society is going to say 1, 2, actually they'll prefer 0, even though they want you to come into the marriage knowing skills, but they still want you to have 0. So I think you have to be happy with any decision you make, any sexual decision you make, and live with it. And if anyone tries to judge you, that's their business.
So you're trying to tell me, if your little sister age 18 and she slept with 20 people, you're going to say, that's fine, I'm not judging you. My sister could never.
Calculation. I mean, I'm not saying if it's fine if she's happy with it. If she's not and she's coming to
Come
me
on.
with 20 sexual partners.
Come on.
I mean, I'm liberal as well, but hey.
I don't judge other people, but I'll judge you. You're my sister. I'm sorry, I'll judge you.
20. What age did you say?
She's
18.
18.
When did you sleep with
How many people do you sleep with?
3 in 1 year.
We could calculate together.
You're saying 3 in 1 year.
That's 3 in 1 year. That's
What makes you think that she didn't start when she was 18? She's had 20 sexual partners.
No, but how
She turned 18 yesterday. She's already had 20 sexual partners.
Why?
You don't know when it happened.
Yeah, but why?
You're not thinking it through.
Look, it's her personal decision. That's how I see it.
No, but you have to. Even if it's a personal decision, but it's harming her.
No, that's what I'm saying. If she comes to me and says, I'm not happy about these decisions I've made, that's a different story. If she's coming to me happy with the decisions she's made, I have no problem.
She could be
What
happy.
are you gonna do?
Wrong.
How are you gonna stop her?
She's
from having
happy.
sex?
You can't
Okay,
stop her.
How are you gonna stop her?
She loved it.
And you judging her.
You
judging her.
Everything has, where it comes from, right? Everything has a foundation.
So you think there's psychological
there's
issues or something?
there's a, it's like a domino effect.
Yeah.
So if your sister's doing that, I'm gonna look at you, the sister.
And
I'm gonna look at your dad. I'm gonna look at the family.
You know what I'm gonna say?
We're judgmental.
Oh my God!
Catching an STD.
Oh no,
is she using
18,
protection?
I think 18 years.
No,
old. It depends on the approach to the conversation. She comes to me, Steph, look, I don't know what situation I've got myself in. I've slept with this many guys. I'm not happy about it. I feel uncomfortable. That's a different conversation. Coming to me and say, Steph, I'm so liberal in my body and I'm enjoying my body and this is the decisions I've made.
Either conversations, you're getting a slap either way.
Yeah, either way.
I don't
I can never be the big sister of a slack.
We'll be like,
That's too much of a
But in the way Steph said, for you being liberal and maybe this is your decision and she's happy about it, I'm not happy about it. I will let you know, but I can't label you as a sister.
I'm not saying I'll label my sister that, but people outside probably will.
Wait. It can't be about what they're thinking, but let me just let you know, if you start judging and slapping and kicking her, she's not coming back to you with anything.
Exactly. You're supposed to be a safe place.
With another 20 guys. I'm not saying she should sleep with it. I'm not.
That's judging. I think you need to find the definition of judging
Okay. Okay, so I don't even know why I'm laughing. My cheeks hurt. Your question was, how many is too many,
Yeah.
and do we have the right to judge, right? How many is too many? I don't think I can give you an answer on that. That depends on the individual. If you think you've had too many sexual partners, then, you know, stop while you're ahead. I don't know why you're continuing. Just stop in your tracks. But do we have the right to judge? Definitely not. I don't think it's generally no. No one should just be walking down the street and be like, hey, you've had too many sexual partners or anything like that. A lot of girls say like, why do I catch feelings once I've slept with a guy? Why, you know, how you get angry when you text him and it's just like dust. Like you get nothing back. So there's this hormone that's released during sex called oxytocin, and it's released more in women, which is why it's a feel-good hormone. It's the same hormone that's released when you're going into labor. So that's why, like, you have women having like 10 kids and loving it. So you have sex, the hormone called oxytocin is released. It's released in women at a higher level, so they're likely to have this connection with the guy, which is why you get so attached. The guy, however, that's released in him at a very lower level, so that's why he doesn't often care about you or call you after the deed is done. I'm just saying, I'm not saying it applies to any of us, I'm just saying. So I personally would say, save yourself for someone who invests in your relationship. If you're just doing it for the sake of fun, just remember that AIDS is real. I'm just saying. Protect yourself.
Okay. I don't know, because my first experience of someone talking about, hey, how many people are you actually sleeping with, was when I was at uni, when I had this one girlfriend who would go out to a club and she would stand there and she'd be like, I'm taking him home tonight. And I'd never met anyone like that who would pick someone, do their business and bounce. And I used to go, wow. Like, and she'd be like, yeah, she's cool. Whereas for some other people, like later on when we grew up, then there was rumors about, I don't want to go there because I know who she's been with, I know. So that reputation and how that reputation follows you or makes you feel as a person is important, I think. I think our reputations hold us, really. Especially growing up, you don't want to... But I think we make enough mistakes, basically, to learn from and to grow. So making mistakes is not the thing, but having a great, reputable personality for not just other people, but for yourself is such a humongous benefit. Like, it's such a big positive thing. So I don't really, like my girl said, numbers, you know, we can't judge that. I didn't really judge her at all. It wasn't, the only thing I was saying was, hey, are you tired? Like, I don't know how you can go. Like, she can go. But then, at the same time, I was thinking, is she a sex addict too? Because that's a thing. Do you get what I mean? Do people talk about that as African girls? Like, for me, in my like society growing up, no one ever mentioned sex addicts till I grew up. And I didn't know about that. So is it something that she was going through? What do we know about people's personal lives to judge, really? So, yeah, I don't think we should judge. I don't know how many is too many. And my other thing, what you said about letting people in, is, for me, sex is also a spiritual thing. So it's like you're letting in so many spirits and souls. It's like some is so manky. Like, why are you just... It's just too many. And yeah, I think I want to be picky as to who I let in, because you're coming up in my personal space. Like, I want to be comfortable, I want to be free, but I want to have fun with it. And I'm very jealous as well. Like, I can't be with one person, then hop to the next. I want to make sure that one person is available. You have to be available when I want it, when I need it. If you're not, then what's the whole point? Then I'll just abstain till I'm in a relationship, so it depends.
Let's hear a male's perspective.
Hey Richie, sorry to keep you waiting. So Chantel has a question for you.
Hi Richie, my question is, how many is too many? Do we have the rights to judge a girl's sexual partners, or how many sexual partners they've had?
I don't think anyone has that right to do that. Simply because I just feel like everyone's life is their own together. So, but I don't know, because in this life we live in, it's like men, when it's men, it's okay to get it. That's how it's seen. When it's guys, it's okay to have as many sexual partners you want, because I feel like amongst men, they rate each other in it. It's not a thing where they scold each other for it, they'll rate each other for it. But when it's a girl, it's different. And I just feel like that's because the way society has made us look at things is like we have to see girls as a lady, like they shouldn't be involving themselves in too many, things that will be seen as what's the word for it, homish in it. You get it? But at the same time, I think it's just how things are brought up now. It's just people shouldn't naturally respond to stuff like that, but it's how social media especially has put a downer on it in terms of how many sexual partners you should have, because at the end of the day, it's actually your choice and no one should judge you. But personally, I feel like when if a girl told me that her body count at the age of 20 is what 15 or 16, it's like I'd be like whoa, like what makes you sort of want that sort of thing? Because obviously I feel like everyone have that same outlook on how would this boy look at me, how would that guy look at me. I don't feel like anyone has that sort of mindset where it's like, I don't care. Deep down, people do care. But I feel like at the same time, no one really has the right to judge anyone on how many sexual partners they should have. Because at the end of the day, it's not your life you're living, it's their own life, So that's that on that point.
Thank you, Richie. Thank you so much for your response. Do you want to see our faces? Do you just not care? Hey, lean in so he can see you at least. Hey. So does anyone have any feedback for Richie based on what he said?
I do.
Make it brief.
Two things. Sorry.
Please go with the flow.
On what you're saying, I totally understand, because a lot of musicians, for example, Lil Kim and Christina did a song years ago called Can't Hold Us Down in regards to it, and saying how whenever it's what did Lil Kim say? Whenever it's a girl that does it, then she's a hoe, but then the guy can hold it. Like people are high-fiving him. So on what you're saying is true. It's society and social media, plus people that people look up to. Amber Rose started, what was it, the slut walk? And at first I didn't get it. I wasn't too sure what that meant. But yeah, it's great what you're saying. It's kind of like, I don't know, people talking about it really.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your time, Richie. We really do appreciate it.
That's alright.
Bye.
Bye.
Don't forget to subscribe by hitting the button below, and make sure you follow us on Instagram at @theyounger_me_.